Hey guys, it's Taylor, and before we get started with this week's episode, I'd like to tell you all about a contest we have going on our Instagram page. You can find us by searching at Bored Till Death Podcast. At the very top, you should see a pinned post talking about how you could win $100. All you have to do is share the post to your Instagram story, and be sure to be following us. That's it. Once we hit 500 followers on Instagram, we were picking a winner. And now, the debauchery. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Bored Till Death Podcast! Woo!
Oh, yeah.
Is that a better intro?
I think that'll
Why
do.
is,
Y'all
why is
said,
that a crazy Ira and the douche intro?
y'all,
Yes.
Oh, he's so horny.
I'll take y'all's reaction this week. Y'all down talk. Y'all didn't like mine one from last week, so I'll take this one. What's up, everyone? Andrew, Ben, we good? We good?
I am here. I am awake.
What's up, nerds?
What's
Nerds.
that? What's that? Commercial. I don't know if it's like a fake one or not, but it's like, I am beauty. I am grace. Sorry. Anyways.
I don't know.
Well, hey, here's my third callback to something I don't know.
Sounds like it could be like a perfume or cologne commercial.
Sometimes the dialogue from things just get lodged up in there, but there's not any context for what it goes to.
Not at all. Sorry if I sound weird, y'all. I'm getting over a little sinus infection. But, I'm better than... I'm glad we didn't record last night because I completely lost my voice last night for some reason.
Oh, that would have been fun.
Oh, but it's what you want for a podcast, isn't it?
So you're telling me we're recording at the same quality then? So don't expect anything different?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yeah.
Giggity. How's y'all's week going?
Giggity.
All right.
Yeah, Andrew, how's your week going?
I didn't have a lot happen with me. I finished a new website for me, and yeah.
Is it up for... Is it up? The
It
website?
is up. Yeah, I still got to add a few things, but it is live.
Well, I mean, this ain't coming out for another week, so why don't you plug it while you're here?
Okay, shameless plug. Here we go. Northbound-studio.com. There you go.
You hear Northbound-Studio. That's a mouthful.
Yeah, all the other domains that I wanted were taken or were very weird versions of what I wanted. So, yeah, that's what we're going with. But it has
Northboundamerica69.com was probably taken, wasn't
Yes, exactly. You forgot the 420, but yes.
it?
Other than
420
that,
turned up.
yeah. No, but it has a bunch of my photo work and design work all up on there, and then the only other thing I have to add is a shop that I'm going to sell like stickers and prints and stuff through. So
Dibs on freebies. Good morning, Ben.
Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good. How you doing? You just wake up?
I'm doing. No, I've been.
You
I've
worked
been awake.
today. You worked today.
Yeah, this is my Friday, man. I'm finally unwinding from the long week.
Mm-hmm. I had a Monday.
And to just I mean I can give you a brief synopsis of my week. It has been the same as last week. So
I'm pretty sure we
why
know.
don't you rewind and listen to that last episode and see how I'm doing.
Ben's got the radio voice going on.
Nah, it's been. I mean, it's a weird time because it's not busy yet, and kids are going back to school, so like the whole town has died off. But yeah, it's like a weird little in between time. So
Just wait until the
At
colors
all of-
start to change outside.
oh, I'm excited for it.
Everybody's going to come back.
Yeah, all of my friends are vying for all of my attention to play board games, and I'm not gonna lie, it really sucks being a nerd sometimes. So you can only play one game at a time, realistically.
I'm waiting on these leaves to change so the weather changes. We're about 2 weeks away from this heat to finally go away. Over here sweating my ass off trying to record these things. Gotta turn my AC off. It's not fun.
I don't know how it is in Asheville, but lately, but it's been pretty nice here. You can tell it's starting to change.
It's literally a 20-minute drive. I mean, it's gonna be
Yeah, it's a
the
change, big
same.
change in elevation though. So I wouldn't, I went in
Oh.
there. That's one thing I did do yesterday. I spent half the day in Asheville for Aaron's birthday, and it was hot as balls there compared to here. So
And you didn't come see me.
yeah, no, we actually did want to. we actually did want to go to
Redacted.
but Landon was getting fussy and stuff, so we were like,
whoa,
nah, we're just
whoa,
gonna head
dude!
home.
Again with the
We did-
doxing. Let's whoa.
You didn't want to take the child to... Oh, you gave up this establishment of work. Andrew.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
told
You
you
didn't
we're
want to-
slowly
you didn't wanna-
triangulating. Slowly
Dude,
triangulating.
Your bedroom
You
coordinates
didn't
are
wanna take
coming
the
up
kid
about
to
3 episodes.
Redacted.
Redacted.
You didn't want to take your child to a bar?
Oh, dude. You want to? Okay, I've got your topic for the week. Children in bars. I don't understand it.
Same.
We had a 13 top come in, and at least 8 of them were children,
Oh God.
all in the corner, and all you heard was just the echoes of violence.
Are you more bar than restaurant?
I mean, we are like a brewery, and like kitchen and tap is what the catchy term is. But I mean, the focus is on the beer and the brewing, and
Yeah.
like, but it's funny because everyone comes for the food, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like a Chili's.
Do it, Andrew.
That was a layup.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
AKA his PlayStation username.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
man.
god.
Dogs and children, people love bringing them to bars.
Dog's okay, sitting outside, whatever and stuff, but children inside, come on. People go to the bar to get away from children.
I thought you were just gonna stop at like children. Dogs inside, fine. Children, just in general,
Nope.
nah.
Not for me.
That's all that guy.
Andrew, we love we love our little nephew and stuff. We love your child, but all them other ones,
I don't blame you.
One exciting thing that happened for us this week is we got our first hater. Did y'all see the
We're
comments?
actually gonna talk about this.
We made it.
We are
We
going to
made
talk
it.
about it. I hope he's
Oh.
listening.
I wanted to lead with it so bad. I was like, yo, we got our first troll. We're
Oh my
serious.
Someone commented on our reel that was about the hot dogs. Once again, here comes these damn hot dogs. All those clowns for saying ketchup doesn't belong.
His exact comment, not everybody needs a podcast, ... But everybody
But.
can put whatever they want on a hot dog. Winky face. Clown behavior. Hope you got a good deal in the ad space, LMAO. Yeah! Woohoo!
Oh my god. People, I just... Sorry, y'all.
Oh, man.
Man, people just want to start crap over anything. Here we are,
Yeah.
just bullshitting along about ketchup and a hot dog.
Just goofing off.
Just goofing off, and this man...
Just goofing.
Yeah, I don't need a podcast. Ketchup belongs on a hot dog.
Yeah, people just want to take everything seriously.
This is far from being serious.
This is a milestone for us. We made it.
No,
Yes,
yeah,
we
yeah,
did.
Got a
That's,
hater.
that's
Yes, we did.
yeah. Like as far as the content of the hate, I don't care. Like that's
Yeah.
that's fantastic. But
Yes.
it's just the fact that we got one. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. I saw it like 8 hours later. I didn't even... Andrew's... No, we're not going to read Andrew's comment. It's not there.
Nobody's going to be able to see it anyway.
No. Oh shit! Whatever. The joke's on him. Like commenting on our thing, even it pushes in the algorithm even more. For more people to see it. So I
Yeah.
love it.
Thanks for the engagement, dude.
Thanks.
But yeah.
You petty motherfuckers.
Have you met my fiance?
Something about living with Taylor and Jade, probably more so Jade,
Oh yeah.
it made me very petty.
Yes,
Rubbed
it
off
did.
on me. I am so freaking petty when the moment calls for it now. It's
Yep.
ridiculous. I will
used
stoop to whatever level. I will troll anybody.
you used to just let everything go right by you, like just let's get
Yep.
through this moment. I don't want to deal with this. And
Yep.
now you're like, oh hell no.
I gotta say something.
Shout out to the fiance. She made us all more petty. I love it.
Thanks, Jade.
Well,
Thanks, Jade.
that's the funny thing is like I used to be very much like engaging in negative behavior, and God, I'm already talking like a therapist, but yeah, I was very engaging with that kind of stuff, and then I did the exact opposite where I lived with my buddy Chris. Well, like stayed over for a while, and he has like this like dad look at me whenever I would start like spiking, and I was like, oh, okay, so now very observant, just like I'm gonna appreciate the fact that we got it, but hey, that's cool, man.
So you matured. I've just devolved.
You just turn into a shitty human. It's all good.
Yeah, it's all
good. I had a pretty good week. I watched a movie.
Nobody asked.
Wow.
Sick segue, bro.
I asked about you guys all the time, but no one asked me.
It's always I'm your host, never how is the host.
Anyways, what was I going to say? New Netflix movie I watched. I actually kind of enjoyed more than I thought I would. Did y'all see Day Shift? The new one?
No,
out?
but I've been wanting to.
That Jamie Foxx one? I'm waiting for your opinion on this one, Ben.
Nope, you're not gonna get it.
You're not going to watch it?
Not gonna get my opinion.
And why is that?
Oh, he watched it. He hates it.
No. Okay, so vampires are a big thing in this household.
Okay.
But when I see a clip, it was just like the smallest clip of Snoop Dogg going West Side for life and pulling an EMP bomb on his chest. I was like,
yeah.
I'm
Dude, that
that's
should
all
be
I
the
needed.
reason you pop it on and watch it.
It was fucking awesome, okay?
Dude, in the trailer, I see Snoop Dogg with a friggin' minigun just mowing through these vampires. I'm like, dude, that's awesome.
Look, it had like my best way to describe it is if Blade meets John Wick. There's like this underground society of vampire hunters in LA, but they're all over the world also. And it's just the vampire action is like something like we haven't seen in a while. It's kind of campy in a way, and the movie kind of doesn't take itself serious, but it's also serious at the same time. I enjoyed the shit out of it. It was a fun movie. You know what it kind of reminded me of is like y'all have movies from like the 2000s growing up and everything that you just know isn't good, but you watched a million times and you just enjoyed.
Yeah.
Like Triple X. Y'all remember that garbage one with Vin Diesel? I saw it 1,000 times.
I never watched that one because even that young, there was I don't know. I had this. Okay, this is off subject, but when I was young, I had this weird aversion to Vin Diesel. I didn't like his look or his voice, and I was just like, no. I was like, I refuse.
Family.
So, but no, I definitely understand what you're talking about.
See,
though.
you know what my favorite movies were that were terrible when I was a kid were nothing because I loved classics. Okay, Blade, Land Before Time, Babe in the City.
Now, Blade is good, but
All
it
right.
is campy.
I wouldn't call Blade campy.
Oh, Blade is so campy.
It came out like the same year as Spawn, and
Spawn is
campy.
equally
Blade is
amazing.
nothing like Spawn.
Spawn is definitely campy, but yeah.
But it's nowhere near as touching Blade's.
Well,
campy
no.
level.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen Blade, so I can't really remember. But
Listen, dude. There's different ways to camp, as I've learned in the Kakalaki states. You can camp in your car, camp in a tent, or camp in a tree. You know, different varying levels of camp.
Blade is camping with a very large RV that has pop-out sides.
it's glamping.
Yeah.
It's glampy.
It's glamping.
I don't actually remember any like bad movies because like when I was a kid, I loved them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I meant. Just those action flicks.
What comes to mind for me is like Transformers movies. I would go and be like, "Holy crap, this is like such good action and everything, and like it's fun." And then you're like, "These are actually kind of crap."
I mean, my immediate thought after you said Transformers was Sam Raimi's Spider-Man series.
True.
Because I mean, realistically, they're very campy because did Evil Dead, and it's very like hokey at times, but it's also like great in its own right. I don't know, man. Bad movies that I love.
There was one movie that I've watched a million times. I still watch this day. And when I found out Jade loved this movie just as much as I did, kind of set me over falling in love with this woman. The Core. You ever seen that movie?
That movie's amazing.
I never saw that, but I know what you're talking about.
I swear her and I was the only person that watched that movie until she came along, and I loved that movie.
There was an equal. So I actually really enjoyed The Core, but there was another movie like The Core called Sunshine, which is going in the opposite direction. So in The Core, the Earth dies. In the Sunshine, the sun dies, and they got to launch a giant rocket ship.
I don't know.
Yeah,
that
Chris
one.
Evans is in it. Who's the dude that plays Scarecrow?
What?
The dude from Peaky Blinders and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He has a very unique name.
It's a hell of a cast so
but
far.
he's like the main character. And it gets a little weird. Oh, dude.
I've heard of it.
2007.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That was my end of the world jam.
Cillian Murphy. And Benedict Wong's in it too. Wong's in it.
I did enjoy the tornado movies, like Twister and Night of the Twisters or whatever.
Night of the Twister. Was that the one that was played on TV a lot?
Yeah, it was a TV, I think, movie, and it was like 8 Twisters
TBS.
happened in a week or like in 2 nights.
And they're like there's like this teenager babysitter or whatever in the living room. And
Yep.
Yes, I saw that movie.
That movie was my favorite. Like Twister was like peak. But Night of the Twisters was like nonstop. Let's go.
I forgot.
I've never seen that.
It was the nuclear power plant.
I've
right?
never seen that one.
It's like this
the meltdown.
this
Oh
teenager and like his lady, and they somehow have a kid. I think it's like a young. I don't remember. I was like 6, but yeah,
watching it like 12 o'clock on TBS in my bedroom. Yep, all the time. There's another one that I watched a lot. I had on VHS. I remember heavily. 8-Legged Freaks.
Oh yeah. Oh,
did you ever see that one?
Oh yeah.
That's campy. That is so bad.
That was campy to the
loved
T.
that movie growing up. I can't tell you why. Kind of on the same plane too. There was a movie called Revolution. A comet landed and stuff. It has what's his name from X-Files is the main character.
Oh no, that's called Evolution.
Yeah. Oh, Evolution. Sorry,
yeah, Evolution is
Revolution's a TV show.
You can't just say caca and tuki.
What?
Dude, that movie's so good.
The alien is spreading toward your penis. Cut it off!
They kill the alien with like a gallon, like a metric ton of Head and Shoulders. Like I don't know. It's just weird.
Yes. They shoved it up in the hole and just like
Oh god.
Oh my god, I love that movie so much growing up. It's so bad. I watched another one this weekend too. It was one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. I was watching it the whole time. I was like, why am I watching this damn movie? Moonfall came out in March.
Oh, that one.
That movie was so bad. It made 2012 look good.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And what sucks is the whole premise that why everything's happening is a pretty cool premise, and it's just wasted on a stupid ass movie. Go ahead, Ben. I see you. Did you watch it?
I'm gonna preface this by saying spoilers if you actually have interest in watching that movie. But that whole thing got spoiled for me. I don't know if it was on TikTok or what, but it's like the moon is a robot, and I'm like, what? And then it was like the whole start of the movie, like the trailers were like, oh no, the moon's falling into the earth, run! And I'm like, well, one, you're not going to be able to run. Hello?
No. I know everyone kept trying to run for cover while the moon's like 100 feet off the surface going around.
Guys,
And they're all like,
played Majora's Mask. I have played Majora's Mask. I know how this ends.
You're not the little hello at the
Hello. But yeah, dude, it's just like, it was like all that. It's like, okay, this is like another disaster movie.
So,
and then,
yeah. You're pretty spot
Aliens.
on. Yeah. It went from 2012 to Independence Day to Armageddon to another movie. Like they took all the cliches from all the classic disaster world in movies and stuff. And yeah, and you would swear Halle Berry never won an Oscar before in this movie. She's like,
Really?
I love you, son. And it's like the worst fake cry I've ever seen in my life and stuff.
Huh.
It was so, but it was so bad that, like, I don't know. The premise, though, like Ben was saying, basically Earth, the people of Earth are, their ancestors are from other planets from like billions and billions of years ago, and they built these moons to send out to basically terraform other planets.
Mm.
And there's like this AI that's attacking it, and that's why it's like falling to Earth and stuff like that. It's like I said, the premise and the backstory is kind of cool.
Is
but
this Halo 5?
It does sound very Halo-ish.
This is
That's
Halo
cool, though.
5.
I didn't
yeah.
play Halo.
It's a cool premise. It sucks that they couldn't nail the execution.
Oh, they wasted all the money like at the end, like on the whole moon part. But like, it's one of those movies where like they're clearly standing in front of a green screen 90% of the movie, and it's so bad. The CGI, it's God, it was.
Now
awful.
I will counter offer with a better movie.
Let's hear it.
Oblivion.
I never saw that one.
I never saw it. That's
That-
the Tom Cruise one, right?
It is yeah. So Tom Cruise one, which was a first, like, it was a detractor for me. I was like, I don't know, but it was right around the time that Edge of Tomorrow came out, and that slapped.
I love Edge of Tomorrow.
So
That was good.
It's real good, guys.
It's real good.
But real good. But Oblivion, yeah, it's basically same kind of premise ish. Like, there's a space thing, and
Mhm.
there's people on Earth, and there's bad things. But it's essentially like a 2-hour M83 music video.
Yeah.
Because M83 directed all the music for it. Flawless.
It always looks real slow and just kind of.
Oh, it's a slow burn, baby.
Yeah.
You sit back with some snacks and you just kind of
I like sci-fi.
partake.
I like sci-fis that are like that, though, that take a while to get somewhere, but when it does, it's like, I don't know. I kind of like. I appreciate that sometimes. I'm one of the probably the few that really enjoy Prometheus.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Whenever Ben gets
I
close
feel-
to the
I feel-
microphone, we know something's
I
coming.
feel like I've already hit my hot take limit for the podcast.
Do
That's
another
why,
one.
no,
Do
no,
it.
no. That's why you're here.
No,
Bring
no.
them on. Bring them
But
on.
okay, Prometheus, I actually really enjoyed as a standalone movie. The second you attach the word aliens to it, I'm like, nah, dude, I'm out. But like as a movie, like that slow burn, like real, like ooh, like it was good. I enjoyed it.
I liked the whole concept of the engineers and everything, and humans going to make contact, and surprise, they hate us, and like
Yeah.
and all this stuff. But I think they should do a special limited edition release of Oblivion with your description on the back. There's a space thing. There's people there. There's bad things.
I feel like I could cut a lot of my conversations in half by just falling back on that, because that's about 80% of what I'm into already.
We're just gonna clip you saying that and attach it as your general like overview of everything you watch. There's a space thing.
If Ben can't join us for a podcast one week, we'll just clip that every week.
That's just his answer to everything. Ben, how's your week? There's a space thing. There's people there.
Oh, the
Hey,
space
Ben,
station?
You
Is there an issue?
had a nice dinner at a new place. How was that? Well, there was a space thing.
With the Planet Pizza? It was a real
Dude,
thing.
Pizza Planet.
Or
If
Pizza
that
Planet.
actually became a thing, I would. Oh man.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
would go broke.
As long as they serve the pizza from the Goofy movie.
Yeah, like classic '90s, like cheese sticking to the lid, pizza. Let's go.
Dripping.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Andrews, calm down now.
Well, it was. Listen, you just brought up something with melted cheese on it. I don't know what you expect with me.
That's you. Anytime there's cheese available, Andrews.
Oh man. It's
Geez.
my reputation is that of someone with extremely clogged arteries, but actually I don't eat a lot of cheese these days.
Oh, don't.
I really do miss cheese.
Hold on.
God.
When I lived with Andrew,
Here we go. Gonna
We all-
reinforce the reputation.
when I lived with Andrew, shared fridge between 5 adults, basically.
Mhm.
We had a big
Yep.
3-bedroom. One time, this man came home and unloaded the family-size bags of cheese into the fridge, about 4 or 5 of them. And I'm like, Andrew, what the hell? He's like, oh, they had a sale. I mean, you gotta buy 10 pounds of cheese, bro. That's it. That's it.
I was making a lot of mac and cheese and quesadillas and stuff back then, dude.
You were. Yeah, that's very true.
I discovered an Instagram page this weekend that at first had me laughing and then had me following out of intriguement.
It's not another Olive Garden scenario, is it?
It's not an Olive Garden scenario at all, no. No.
What's up?
I don't know how I found it. I can't remember, and it doesn't make sense to me, but it's an Instagram account called Sandwiches of History.
Sandwiches of History?
Yeah.
You kind of broke up there.
It's this middle-aged dude who always wears these like dressy button downs, and he has these old books cataloging all the famous sandwiches through history, things that like historical figures have made up or that was popular at the time or whatever. And his entire page is dedicated to recreating the sandwiches and eating them. It's such a simple concept, but the first video I saw of him, I was like dying watching it because he's just like, "Hello and welcome to Sandwiches of History." And like he pulls out this, I forget who it was. I think he might have been Richard Petty. It's his like signature sandwich that he loves to make. Oh God, it was so gross. It was literally just white bread, mayonnaise slathered on both sides, and fresh cracked black pepper on it. That's literally it. Just a mayonnaise and black pepper sandwich. Just the amount of mayonnaise on it, it was just really grossing me out. But he ate it, and then he kind of rated it. It was like, And he's like, how can we improve this? And then he goes through ways to make it better. He put like basil on it and stuff. He's like, yeah, this takes it up a notch. And he's like going through he's like talking about the taste notes and everything. And then at the end of the video, he rates it, and that's it. That's his whole concept.
I mean, that's a great concept.
He has like 470 posts.
I'll have to check that out.
I would definitely suggest checking that out, because at first I was like laughing and kind of semi-grossed out, and then I was kind of like, I'm gonna check some more of these out. It's kind of cool, actually.
He did what he was meaning to do. Piqued your interest.
Yeah.
That is not a sandwich. That is like toast gone wrong.
Yeah.
It's not even toast.
He said when he was eating it, he's like, okay, so this is the kind of sandwich I could see maybe making as like a snack. It's not like if you're going to put turkey and ham on it or something, make it a meal. I'm like, that's still a snack, my guy.
Yeah, right.
That's not a full meal.
Yeah. That literally that's how I start my sandwiches. I always mayo on my 2 slices, salt and pepper, and then you add. Who the hell?
Richard Petty just got halfway there and was like, nah, I quit.
He's the racing goat, so I guess we can give it to him. You were talking about uploading our old band music to Apple and stuff like that. Did you ever get to that?
Oh yeah, I was. No, I haven't gotten to it, but I was digging through all these old photos and everything, and like from when we were in the band and everything. And then I posted randomly on my Instagram story and was like, should we put the Blood of the Broken EP from 2011 up on Spotify and Apple? I got like 16 replies in under an hour. And they're all 11. Like, yeah, do it. Why isn't it up? Yeah, do it. And I was like, damn, okay. I got to figure out how to do it because I've never tried it before. But
11 damn years ago. But I only bring that up because that made me every like once a year I go to YouTube, and that's the only places I know our songs are at. You can search Blood of the Broken on YouTube, you'll find it. And I got to our old YouTube page, and I was watching some of our live clips. Do you remember that show in Tarpon Springs?
Oh God, I'm scared. Yes, I do.
Where we were playing with that tough guy band and everything, and there was like a crowd killer band. They all played with ski masks and stuff.
I forget what the name of the band was, but there was kind of like a street crowd that ran with them and that they were a part of that wore the ski masks, and they called themselves Death Squad.
Yeah, they thought they were a gang and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I only bring it up because we have a couple clips from that show, and that's the show I made a freaking fool out of myself, and it's still up there on YouTube. We were playing, we were at the end of one of our songs, like one of the best parts of the damn song.
Yeah.
And it's a smaller stage, and where I sat was always like right next to the drum kit. Not sat, where I stood was usually right next to Zach on the drums. I stomped on the ground, like, I did it a couple times during some heavier parts. And the last time I stomped on the ground, I landed on one of his like cymbal stands, and I tumbled backwards and knocked out the power to Andrew and I's instruments all together, and it was the most
At like the
awkward,
pinnacle moment of the song.
pinnacle moment. It couldn't have been the worst part of the song, and took out everything.
And all of a sudden it goes quiet and Shane's just playing by himself over there.
Mhm.
And we had to fumble in the middle of the song to try and plug everything back in. That was an eventful show.
Oh my God. Between that and Shane getting his ass whooped by that crowd of people we were mentioning. I remember
Death Squad guys, yeah.
I remember him he was hardcore dancing, doing his thing, but Shane always liked to take it a little too far. And
he liked to have fun.
Yeah, he did. And I was in the back by our van with a couple people, I forget who. And all of a sudden I see Shane and Zach just like coming out quickly and a crowd behind them. I'm like, oh my God, what the hell's happening? And Shane's all busted up on the face and stuff.
I was standing in the back of the room, like, because they had couches, and I was standing up on the couches, like looking out over the venue, and that band was playing. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but he was dancing, and I think he might have accidentally bumped into a girl. And here's the thing that not everyone might know about playing new areas. Every county, city, whatever you want to call it, has like a distinct subset of a music scene.
Yeah.
And those people kind of bleed out of that scene, that area, to go to other shows in other towns. But those people are a tight unit. And this was our first time ever playing there. So we were the newbies. We were the guys out of town. And somebody got bumped. Someone didn't like it. And the entire crowd turned on Shane. And the band that was playing pointed at him and was like, get him, basically. So Shane like got his nose broken. He was bleeding all over the place. Taylor knocked our plugs out of the wall and everything. Clint is going outside trying to fight a bunch of people.
Oh my God, yeah, Clint too. I forgot.
we're basically pinning Zach to the hood of the car to keep him from running into this crowd of people that is just walking towards us, wanting to kick our asses. A show.
I just remember the squad chasing Shane out of the building and stuff. And I come around the corner and they're like chasing him, and they see me like what the hell? I say, what the hell's going on? They all like kind of stop and like walk. And they're all like these little peep squeaks and stuff. I was like, what's going on, y'all? Needless to say, we got the hell out of there. I think we were supposed to get paid. We were like, F this. We just left. And that was like a 3.5 hour drive for us across the state.
Yeah, dude. And it sucked because we wanted to get in, like, kind of break into that scene over there a little bit, and that was our first encounter with them.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, we played in Sarasota once, which is like right, like near there.
It's kind of,
those guys were all cool, but it's not the same though.
I remember that Sarasota show where we thought we were going to be playing in the damn the skate bowl.
Then, like a Sum 41 music video or something.
Yep. And everyone else got to do it. It was so cool. And then we were the headliners, and the show ran late, and they were like, nope, it's too loud. Y'all got to move it inside. And it was like this, like 5 people could fit inside this building. I was like, well, this is the dumbest thing ever.
It ended up being pretty cool though, because I got to live out the fantasy of playing live in a skate shop. That was pretty sick.
That was pretty cool. I mean, there was decent people there listening to us and stuff, but still, I was like, I was like, I'm gonna live like a Sum 41 music video for 30 minutes. This is great.
Yeah.
But oh well. Did y'all catch the new House of Dragon show by any chance? I hear a lot of people.
I haven't had the chance yet.
I did.
Oh yeah, how was it?
It was a time.
Ben doesn't like it.
So there's space guys, space things, and there's people on Earth. Something happens. No, my non spoiler review is it was fine. I would say I went in with the preface of Game of Thrones, the IP has a very large hole to dig themselves out of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
From my taste, like it's a big point of contention in this house because Emily would be like, but Game of Thrones is so good. And I'm like, but that last season.
Yeah.
And the comment is like, oh, you can't judge the whole series based off the last season. And I was like, I mean,
you kind of
start driving. Yeah. Like if you pull yourself away from the books and create your own thing, then how you end it all and wrap it in a bow is kind of important.
Here's the thing is, when you set up all these characters and you have a clear direction on where you're bringing them and everything, and then at the last moment you abandon all these plot lines that were supposed to be important to the show just out of nowhere. I mean, that does affect the rewatchability of the series.
Yeah, so all that crap that happened with Game of Thrones, it left a sour taste in my mouth because I really did enjoy the show. But like this one, it's it's got your boobies, it's got your dragons, it's got your blonde like superior people, like it's everything Game of Thrones is. But I don't know. It's also episode 1.
Yeah,
so
it's hard
it's
to
all
judge.
a bunch of setup and. It's kind of cool because it's like this is how King's Landing formed and who the Targaryens were, and I just I've already got like 10 other IPs of lore dump in my head. Another series on how this came to be. I'm like, all right, it's cool. I'm sure it'll be a hit, or a lot of people will like it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, most people are saying that they liked it a lot. And that it's a very promising start. Like you said, I'm kind of torn because I didn't like how the other series ended. So I'm really trying to be like, okay, well, this is a different set of stories that they could actually nail it this time.
Well, it's a different showrunner, so I mean that should help.
Yeah.
And the funniest thing that cracked me up, I was watching. I got to look into it, but at the end credits, it was like written or like made by so and so and George R.R. Martin. And just the immediate thought in my head is, we are never getting that last book.
Yeah.
We are not.
You want to talk about petty?
I almost feel like he's doing it to spite the book fans at this point. He's just like, y'all are gonna wait. You're gonna watch me do all this other stuff.
That's funny.
But it was cool. I don't know, man. It was all right. It was a time.
There was a video going around of someone standing out in the street and videoing, taping a whole apartment complex, and you could all the windows were open, and you could see the lights changing in sequence because they're all watching Game of Thrones and stuff at the same time. It was like 80% of the apartments. It was so cool.
We'll see. I don't know, man. I enjoyed She-Hulk like 10 times more, so that's already overshadowed.
Oh, so did I.
She-Hulk Game of Thrones. She-Hulk was fun. I agree with that one. It felt kind of throwbacky because they mentioned a lot of the Infinity Saga a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tony Stark and stuff, and I feel like everyone's forgotten about it in every other show and movie we've watched since then. So it was nice to hear Bruce talking about Tony and everything.
Yeah, I one thing I liked about it is they got all of the setup origin stuff for her out of the way in one episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
I liked that. You see all the cool. Man babies that are going crazy on the internet because of the show.
I saw the thing you shared. You're like,
dude,
it's my feminism.
Yeah. So much small PP energy out there. Oh my god. So much radioactive levels of small PP energy. Yeah, they're all because of that one little speech that she does where like, I'm good at controlling my anger because I have to because I'm a woman, basically. And like,
yeah.
My favorite part is she says that speech and then she tries running over Bruce with a Jeep.
Yeah.
Like immediately after. But
and then like I another spoiler free like comment on that show is like, I love the fact that they're getting into the comic book weirdness of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what's going on with the freaking blanking on the name, but the spaceship that popped out of nowhere right there.
Oh yeah, that like just dropped out of the sky in the front of their car.
Yeah, I've
heard y'all are spoiling
that was
the
in the
crap out of this.
That was in the trailer.
So is Daredevil, but you don't see me dropping his name.
I was about to actually.
You just did.
So, I'm excited for going forward because I guess apparently this show is supposed to be like 9 episodes and
10.
10. Okay, and Charlie Cox is supposed to be casted in 8 of them.
Oh wow!
So we're gonna get lots of Matt Murdock.
Hell yeah!
Which that's what I'm excited about
with his yellow suit.
But yeah, like what I was saying earlier about the comic bookiness, and then Taylor's breathing scared me, so I had to hold on.
That's gonna be a fun little clip.
Yep.
It's the I don't like the small PP energy going around, but I will say that like this show is showing an even bigger microscope on the injustice that has been done to Hulk throughout the MCU.
Yeah,
Because
true.
it's like I love She-Hulk and I love like that whole dynamic and how she's just like, yeah, dude, I got this. And then you look at Hulk and she's like, like that whole speech is, I can control my anger, I can do like what you can't. And then you're like, oh, dude, if Hulk can't control his anger and that's all we've seen, like, oh, this is
Yeah.
kind of. But
That's
I got
true.
the shovel out back for you, bud. I'll just put you to rest. Like, just go ahead and move on.
I did like some of the little filler things that they were putting in there for like explanations on like how he became Smart Hulk and like how he still barely has it under wraps. He has to wear this like little bracelet thing in order to make it work and everything. I'm hoping that we see him devolve back into full on Hulk at some point.
Well, of course, the internet has their people are saying that leads into World War Hulk finally. Oh, well, here we go. What? No. So, no. I know. They're talking about it. It's gonna. They're talking about doing a movie based off his time between Age of Ultron and Ragnarok. Well, where that would lead into, and the rumors are on that ship is Baby Hulk. His youngling he had some time along, because you got to admit they're introducing young Avengers.
They are.
You need young Hulk in that bitch. Go ahead, Ben. Go ahead.
I forgot he was a thing. Isn't his name Hulkling?
Yeah, Hulkling. Sorry.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
If that is what is happening, I'm going to be very mad.
Well,
But
what's new?
you cannot. No, there is not going to be a World War Hulk.
That one's so hard to
movie. It is actually a tongue twister.
Yeah,
because Planet Hulk was in Thor Ragnarok, and that kind of already got like the MCU cover up treatment.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The Illuminati was all killed off in Doctor Strange, and or the faux Illuminati,
that version of them.
And and if we're sticking to the MCU's trajectory, they just kind of make fun of all the actual comic book content anyways. So I don't see why they would make a movie based on something that spectacular.
I mean, they did a flashback for the Black Widow movie. They went back years and stuff. So I don't know. I think they're going to call it that, or just call it Planet Hulk, but it's how he came to be what he was in Ragnarok. So I don't know. We'll see.
It'd be cool. I mean, I would even if it's like a 6-episode series, I'll pay. Like I'll watch that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be some like. I don't know, dude. I don't know anymore.
It's funny because him next to other Avengers throughout the history of MCU, I feel like I've always liked him, but I never was like, yeah, he's my favorite, or like I never was super into Hulk at all. And when I watched the first episode of She-Hulk, it reminded me how great of a character Bruce Banner is.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that.
He's just an all-around great character.
Yeah, I see. Hulk is my favorite superhero / Captain America. Like, those were always, and then everyone's favorite Wolverine. God dang, I have a handful of favorite superheroes.
I love them
but
all.
no, Hulk was always my favorite. Dude, he just gets angry, and like only a few people. God, okay, nerd alert. Only a few people have ever really managed to almost kill Silver Surfer. And dude, Hulk just like gets annoyed with him, grabs his little surfboard and almost breaks it, almost killing Silver Surfer. I'm like, whoa, dude, that's pretty wild. He almost, I don't. It's a big, strong green man. It's simple. It's to the point. I love it. I don't want to deal with no like hurt child story. Nothing. Oops, I got doused with gamma. Now I'm big anger boy. Let's go, dude. Like, it's great.
I'm big anger boy.
I'm sad.
Yeah, man. I remember reading comics back in high school, and it's like that was when Death of Captain America came out, and World War Hulk was coming out. I was like super into it. I was like, yo, Hulk's killing all the other people. I know it's like a little runoff, but like that's what? Like,
yeah, that's one thing I do
cool.
want to see more of in the MCU. I want to see some cranked up power levels.
Yeah.
Like big time.
Yeah, I agree
Hulk,
with that.
not Hulk, Thor's entrance into Wakanda at the end of Infinity War, to this day, one of the best scenes.
Bring me Thanos!
Yeah.
That's all I got.
But yeah, She-Hulk was good.
Yeah, so all that to say, yeah, She-Hulk, pretty enjoyable.
I agree.
And they're sticking with her fourth wall breaking, which is really nice.
Yep,
So.
that was cool. It was cool to see that. Be funny if we get Deadpool and her in a scene talking fourth wall. They're like,
That
who are you
would be
talking
funny.
to? Who are you talking to?
Dude, that's got me so scared.
Yeah.
That merger.
We'll see it. I mean,
Didn't they already confirm that it was under that it was in the works and it was going to keep its rating? I thought I heard that.
I've heard that too, but it's the internet.
That was something that did come out. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec lately, and Perd Hapley is one of my favorite characters. That is information.
Yes.
That has been announced. But jeez. But like, it's the whole Fox merger, and it's like, okay, how are we gonna fit this into what we're doing? And I just like, I'm very scared to see them like, oh yeah, so all this cool stuff you guys were just kind of doing. Nah, we're not gonna do that anymore. Like, but it could also be really good. And now that they own everything, they could, afford the whole X-Men team in a scene. Well, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
You said the Perd Hapley thing, and now all I can hear is that scene where they're talking about their favorite animals or whatever, and he's like, "Well, you didn't ask me, but if you did, I would say doggy." Or the story of this situation is it's extremely awkward. Taylor, you got to get on Parks and Rec.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Perd Hapley is this extremely awkward news anchor, but he talks in everyday life like a news anchor.
Oh, okay. Andrew's Jam of the Week. Hit us, buddy.
Well, it was only a matter of time with this one.
Is it that band?
It's that band. It's the band that inspired our intro music. It's the band that Taylor and I never shut up about. If you've ever heard of the band Balance and Composure, they have an album. Ben just went full 8-boy over there.
It's what the kids are doing, man. I don't know.
Reject humanity, return to monkey.
Talk about balance and composure, damn it.
Monkey.
Monkey. But there's an album.
What are we doing?
Oh my god.
What are we doing? Ooh, monkey.
Honoring our boy Karambe, dude. Karambe. Why did I say Karambe? Oh, we're at that point of the night.
Hey, pour him out for him.
I just gotta say real quick, that's one of the best memes ever to hit the internet. Is just that clip. Monkey. It's just the best. One of the best memes. Oh my god. Anyway, this album by Balance and Composure is called The Things We Think We're Missing. It's their it's their sophomore full-length release.
Second
Balance and Composure is from Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and they're usually
Doyle.
group.
Oh, Doyle's rules.
They get grouped in with bands like Title Fight and Brand New a lot. They have similar sound to those guys. They're genre-wise, a lot of times they're described. Well, I mean, they are an alternative band, but they're also kind of post-hardcore and emo. A lot of people call them emo, which is kind of funny.
Some would say non-conforming as can be. Listen, like 3 of them are gonna understand.
Okay. This is for you guys.
I always thought they had like a kind of a, you call it like post grunge sound to them. Also.
Yeah, actually, I did see that sometimes people liken them to Nirvana, and it kind of triggered me a little bit. But then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I do kind of hear a little bit of that. Actually,
you can hear it. You can hear it a little bit. Yep.
Yeah, no, it's really good though. There's lots of heavy moments, but they're not really a heavy band. They just have a lot of really driving guitars and stuff like that. But at the same time, they have a lot of moments that are kind of more ethereal sounding with a lot of reverb in the guitars, and they let the bassist just go off. He has some of the best bass lines. He just does whatever he wants over the top of everything, and it sounds amazing.
You know what's funny is I did not like that band at all until about 2016, and then a year later they broke up. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And then they turned into like probably my favorite band of all time.
I remember me, you, and Aaron driving to North Carolina in the middle of the night, and
Just
I put it on, and
blasting
you're
it.
like, "Can we listen to this again?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, that was
they're very good. The vocalist too. I don't know what it is. I mean, the music itself is great, but there's something about the vocalist. He just has this unique sound. I don't know what it is. He kind of pronounces his e's and like some of the vowels, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's something about it, and he has a really great raspy voice during the latter parts too, and it just comes together. This is on one of my top albums ever, honestly. And I think usually with the other music bits that we've done, I've picked like 2, maybe 3 standout tracks from the albums.
Listen to the whole damn album.
I could not narrow it down. I have 7 standout tracks from the album. So my favorites from the album are Parachutes, Tiny Raindrop, Notice Me, Reflection, I'm Swimming, Keepsake, and Enemy. 7 out of 13 songs.
Notice me, senpai.
It'd been quicker to not the name ones you didn't like the most, but you still love.
Notice me, senpai. I remember, speaking of that video, Ben, me and you showing Taylor that guy on YouTube in our old living room in Asheville, and we're laughing our asses off, and Taylor's sitting there like, what the hell is happening? It's like, what is this crap? He's like, this isn't funny.
I don't
know.
I remember Ben so desperately trying to show us the Eric Andre show, and I'm just sitting there like, what the hell is happening?
I was laughing my ass off at that, mostly because of the absurdity of it. Bird Up.
Yeah. Let me out.
Bird Up. Best show on TV.
What's that group that had the their viral hit was the Baby, and the guy was wanting to fight the Baby?
Oh, dude, Real Bros of Simi Valley.
Jesus Christ, that was some of the funniest stuff I've ever
seen.
Oh my
god,
life.
Dude. It's got Cody Ko in it from the TMG podcast. He acted in it. It's got Getter, the guy who's now like a big time DJ and stuff. He's the
Sadu.
He's the Sadu guy.
Sadu.
It's got a bunch of people from like the Vine days in it. If you've never watched it, look it up on YouTube. It's one of the best satires. It's so good. It's hilarious.
Yeah, I remember that would being very funny, but everything else was okay.
And boy, oh boy, woo! Oceana was back. Let's go. And that's all I'm saying.
Oceana was back. They're one of our biggest influences for when we were in the band, and they came back with an absolutely savage track. Such a good song.
Yeah, I think that was a beatdown for sure. That was a good one.
But speaking of funny videos, I don't know who's all familiar out there with David Portnoy from Barstool or not, but he's the dude who literally gets to review pizza for a living, my dream job.
Hey man, I got a pizza slice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it. My review.
One bite,
like
everyone
pizza.
knows the rules.
One bite, everyone knows the rules.
No, but there's this video. Barstool always posts his videos. He goes to these famous places. He takes suggestions from people, and then he tries their pizza and gives it a rating. And he's pretty harsh. Like he doesn't just give away good ratings.
Gotta have standards.
He has high standards for his pizza, and he should, because he eats it like every day. So
yeah.
But there's one specific video where he went to this place in Florida, and there's this dude. He comes out with the pizza, and he goes to review it, and he pops it open, and this homeless guy with no arms, dragging a suitcase that's attached to a bungee cord, which is going into his shirt, attached to some part of his body. He walks. He walks behind David Portnoy, and he's like, be sure to give that to a crackhead. And he starts talking about crackheads and stuff, and just walks away. And David Portnoy is just like, what do I even say to that? And yeah, he just goes, how's he pulling that? But but anyway, the reason I bring this up, I saw it today because I laughed so hard at this story. The same guy from that video, the homeless guy with no arms, got arrested. I think it was yesterday, as of the day we're recording this, for stabbing a tourist with scissors with his feet.
I saw the video. He's running around with just the scissors, and they're like little. I think they're like little school scissors, like you give children. And he's like just chasing someone down the sidewalk with them. I'm like, what is happening right now? That's some Florida man shit right there.
Homie just has his toes locked around a pair of scissors and is just out here shaking people.
That is funny though. I saw his post about it. He was like, "Hold up, I've seen this."
Yeah.
Before.
I'll sit and watch those review videos like for hours.
Ben, you look like you got something to say.
Ben, are you trying to say something?
Do.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Thanks for coming by and listening to a few people talk.
That was riveting.
This will be the last time y'all hear these.
We'll see. We'll see.
You know, I'm a little sad that I've yet to hear the erection screaming sound
That's
come
true.
The what?
The erection. The what?
I played it like
classic.
I played it like 4 times at one episode. I gotta, gotta give some
Rookie
time.
numbers. Pump them up.
The last 2 episodes haven't had any sound bites in it. So, we just need to make up for it. Just play everything you can. Like all in a row.
No, I honestly.
Whoa! Oh no!
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
I love that one. That one's so good.
Well, thanks for stopping by.
Oh, don't forget about this one.
Do not
Dear
put
God,
that in
dude.
there. See, and what you should do is clip that.
Oh God, no.
Don't even play that sound. And you're like, don't put that in there.
All right, y'all hear the music. We're over here just doing something. I don't know what, but we got to get that out of here. Any final words for the week, y'all? Anything? All right, everybody say goodbye. Say toodles.
Goodbye.